Sweet. Okay, we're in the right category then. Let's see. Wait for the YouTube stream to go online. There we go. Let's see. Coolio. This title is wrong. Let me fix that. What's the date? Let's see. June 1st. Okay. Okay, sweet. All of 0 viewers, just how I like it. Should I do a little announcement? I don't think there's anybody in the stream role right now, but I'll do it anyways. I'll eventually have a template for all this stuff, so coolio. Alright. Where the hell are we? Where are we gonna be? Two viewers, I have a strong suspicion both of those are me. Oh, never mind. Alright. Well, we'll turn those off so, you know. Where the hell were we? Alright. Also, totally ADD moment. I did some stuff with the model, right? So she can do a lot more expressions now, and you notice it's been going on and off, like, inadvertently. I might totally fix the tracking. But, get angry. Angry. I can't get angry. Anyways, just the eyebrows weren't moving before, and that was like the biggest problem. So now we got those working. Let me tell you, Unity is a hell of a program to work with. I had to get that thing open like 7 times and try again and again with different versions before anything came through. So what we got, right? We got our little level here. That's nice. It's a lot softer. But we got this boy. Who the hell is he? Well, let's take a look at him, right? Here's actually our physical spawn point, right? Now we can actually move this, and I totally broke it, so this is one of the things we're going to be doing. But this boy is going to be our spawn point. It tells you where you spawn in the level. Generally, it's not going to be super important unless you know, we spawn into the level by like some other means than a door, which is only the case if you're like bug testing and shit like that. So what else we got, right? We got that, and since last time, we also have some options for selecting stuff now. So we can just straight up right click select and move enemies around now. And it's so nice. You can even do like ones that have been instanced previously. It basically, Godot has like a built-in function because they're 2D objects, right? And they're 2D objects with some kind of like physical boundary. So the editor, since that's all written like using the same code and shit, the editor needs some way to tell if you're clicking on like one of your elements so you can drag it around the screen. So I just use the same code there and it works great. I was trying to do something custom way before. Oh yeah, and also we got props. So little break blocks, there's a little ammo crate, and these totally same system. We can move them in the same the same way we do enemies. We don't even have to switch tools. So if you notice here, right, I've got a little debug thing, not really debug because the whole menu is debug, that tells you what tool you selected. This is a bad playlist. I'm gonna maybe go to something like a little bit more chill. That's some negative vibes right there. Let's put on some macro blank. Coolio. Let me know volume and stuff. I'm gonna put it a little bit quieter. Anyways. We vibing. So yeah, props are a thing now, which is really cool. And props, I've added them along with enemies to like a giant like group called entities. So we can just basically reference them wherever. We can call all entities in the entire game and see what they're about. Let's see. We selected null. That's interesting. What was our selection? Oh, our selection was not null, but the selection type is null. Falling channel didn't tell us the right type. Okay. Well, here's our first bug. Let's take a look at it. So, how are we selecting props in the first place? Let's take a look at that, right? Everything runs through the editor, right? Editor is our main big boy. He's the one who's basically in charge of the entire editor. Should be in the name, but it is. And he has a couple of functions, right? Right now, everything is going, let's close out of that. Everything is going through, if you can see behind my head, it's going through do entity input, right? This is like, basically what it does is if it sees that we've got the entity tool, it will route all input to this function. And just allows me to have things a little bit more contained instead of there's if-then statements all the time. But what we got here, right? What do we have here? Let's see, if it's a prop, then set the prop. We did set the prop, but we were selecting a prop, not setting one. So, action is, oh, right. So the selection doesn't actually happen here whatsoever. This is just if we were moving it or the selection gets routed to the inspector, right? His brother over here. The inspector keeps track of whatever object in the game that is active right now, right? And he gets that from the object itself, basically like either a button signal or something like that. It's a little messy, but that's how it works. So let's see, right? Who's telling the inspector? Well, that would be our prop boy over here. It would be prop.gd itself. Here we go. So what do we got here? Basically, we've got an input event which tells us that we clicked on it. And in this case, it gets the editor. If it's the button we want, right click, it prints clicked on a prop. I can get rid of that because that's just debug. And what else does it do? It calls the function on the inspector on selected. It gives it ourself, and it also does something a little roundabout where it calls the editor and asks him to ask what type he is. This is a very roundabout way of doing it. In fact, why the hell are we doing that? Shouldn't we be able to, because this is just a string, right, that tells us. That seems like it should just be able to like do that itself. Yeah, can I just do prop here? This might be a holdover for, yes, this is, okay, I understand. Basically, we have the same code running on actor here, where actor asks editor to tell it what type it is, because there's different kinds of actors. There's like NPCs and enemies. They're all under this general title of actor. So in terms of prop, like, we don't have to ask him at all. So let's just fix that up real quick. I can just copy paste in some code. Let's see, where was he? You can just put in the string prop, since that's all it needs to know. Let's see if that's any better. I remember it was switching between enemies and the falling channel prop and trying to select falling channel. So it's going through. Actually, oh no, that's what's going wrong. Oh, the falling channel isn't a true prop. These are so old, these props. Falling channel extends actor. Why is he in there? That is so misleading. Yeah, he's a kinematic body. Look at that. He should not be a prop. That's just confusing. He doesn't even like use the same script. Okay, well, to prevent that confusion from ever happening again, I'm just moving him into the actors, and he's just gonna live there from now on. Because like, what even was I thinking? Okay, well, that clears that one up. Let's see what other bugs we can run into. We got a couple enemies here. These bats aren't a great example because the way that we show which one is active is we make it a little bit lighter. We modulate it, but because it's like a multiply effect, it's not an add. It doesn't really make them any brighter because they're like pure black. You can see it on like every other enemy, right? pretty obvious. But yeah, that's unfortunate. Could probably fix that, but you know. There's also this, right? You can move an enemy on top of an enemy. I tried to add some shit where you couldn't create an enemy on top of an enemy, so there's only one enemy. I'm not just piling a bunch on top of him now. But if I move it, now I can. So that's also another like weird safety feature that I might implement given the time. Hey there! Hey Liz. Don't mean to sound so excited. We got some enemies. We got them selected. What are we gonna do today? No idea. Oh, we're probably gonna add more of these types, like NPCs. We're gonna probably add them into the mix. That'd be easy copy paste job. Since our selection, right, all of this code is running through entities now, which is just a catch-all umbrella group. Hey, thanks. Let's see. What would be cool to finish today is, this is actually supposed to be a resizable box like this guy is, but I had to turn it off because the resize controls for the box were going in front of these tabs. So if we could either add a custom tab button that just goes over that. I tried messing around with it. It's no good. It's like cyclic. You can't really fix it in any normal way. And the other thing I want to fix today is there were a lot of inconsistencies that some of which I fixed last time. But when like loading a different level, right? Like this one, before, oops, I almost fell. Before it didn't load the tile set, so that's fixed, loads it all right. But there are some weird things that happen when you like add tiles to a tile set after it's already finished. Like I added these two tiles, and what it does is it adds those tiles, but it doesn't get rid of the white space tiles. So everything becomes gross and shifted over. And this is just on the display of it. This isn't on the actual tile set. And what also happens is you try to select something and it just gets weirdly offset. You see on the top here, I can select things normally, but down here, it just goes one up because it must have offset those tiles. So that's definitely something I want to fix today. Other than that, we can vibe. Clearly, that is not supposed to happen. Let's add NPCs. Everything goes through the editor. We'll just create another tab. We'll just actually, what we'll do is we'll just duplicate this. Oh dear. Always remember to change the script when you duplicate shit. And rename it so it's less confusing. Basically, I'm just gonna copy all this code because it's the code we want. Now, if you're thinking, well, if that code can be copied, shouldn't you have only needed to write it once? Yes. However, it's easy to copy paste. I'm gonna make a new custom NPC button. Later on I can like add textures to these so you can actually see what props or enemies you're instancing. This is just way easier because we don't have to create like a preview file. We don't have to search the NPC for a node called sprite. It's just a lot more foolproof to get its name. You know what we're gonna do? NPCI, yeah, we'll just do. Cross your fingers. Yeah, I'm just gonna let that create some errors. Let's go ahead and create this app button. We'll copy you again. Let me know if the model's bugging out or anything. Music, good. It's still growing pains on the stream. Later on we might switch to Minecraft if Ash gets back. Otherwise, just cool to vibe. Oh yeah, change the script, dumbass. I've copied something and then edited the script of the original file. Not a good time. And I think that was on like my player or something. Coolio. NPC buttons. I don't know what my capitalization format is. It's like, what do you call it? Not camel case, but the one with caps. But when there's like abbreviations, I just like, it looks better. Oh yeah, no problem. Coolio, you working on cooking up some project? That'll be really cool to see. Or misread that. Anyways, have a good one, Liz. Okay, so this all looks good. We got the name all right. It just says props, so it doesn't really matter, but we'll fix it for confusion's sake. Okay. Now that we've got our new node, let's go ahead and add it to this boy. It's getting full in here. Oh, it's still called props. That's not good. Where are you? Did we not save it? Let's get rid of all of this shit. I turned on like little script icons, but that was obviously a mistake. Let's see. Yeah, that's so much better. It was useful because they changed navigation so that... Oh, sweet. Have a good one, Liz, yeah. They changed navigation so that when you're in the script and you click on this, you aren't brought to that node script, which is really annoying. Forcing me to actually use their little scripts panel. Cool. anyways, get these props out of here. There's a whole problem where like props weren't spawning in the right location, and I was doing everything to figure out what it was. It was just that the layer props were spawning on was shifted over by 32 units for no reason. Can we instance you now? There we go. Now, I don't think it's gonna work, but what if it does? Yeah. Oh. 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 Okay. We didn't crash. That's one good sign. But it didn't spawn anything either, which, you know, is probably because the where it's trying to pull these NPCs from is named in caps. Very annoying me. Let's try it out. Nope. NPC button, NPC changed, NPC path. Find them in the right place. Oh, yeah, okay. It's actors / NPC. Because they're a subclass of actor. Hey, there we go. We're not spawning them, which is interesting. But we're a little bit closer. NPCs. I think we have to add them to the do entity input. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay. See, this is so annoying, right? Set prop, set enemy, and if we go down to set prop and set enemy, we find that they're basically the same thing copy pasted. Set enemy, set prop. It's just a tiny bit different. And that annoys me to no end, because we should be able to do it with just one copy of it. Imagine like copy pasting this for every type we add in the game. It just gets more and more and more annoying. So what we're gonna do, I've already started here, is we've got set entity, and we'll copy to it. We'll copy to it entity type. And from there, it can make all the decisions it wants about what to do. Like if it should add it to the actor collection, or if it should add it to the prop collection. We'll just go ahead and do that, actually. We'll create a match statement. Match entity type. And if it's a enemy, we can actually do this in commas, which is really cool. Entity, NPC, if it, NPC should be not caps. What else is in, if it's a player, which I don't know why it would be. I think that's, oh, and if it's a boss. Yeah. Pickups are also, oh, look at that. Pickups are also actors. I'll add them in there. And on the next match, we'll do props. Cool. And this will tell us where to put these guys. And props will go to prop collection. Cool. Is there anything else that's different in these ones? Print freeing enemy. No, we basically don't need this. This is like if you spawned an enemy in the place where another enemy is, it deletes the old enemy. But I have to, with Control Z and Control, it makes it so much more complicated than it needs to be. What we really should just be doing is stopping the player from even calling this function if there's an enemy below them or an entity of the same type, which is what we'll be doing. So say goodbye to all of you guys. Now we got one clean function. And we'll change this to, and we'll copy in enemy. We could even just do this. It's a little cheeky. And we don't even have to do a match statement. It just gets passed a copy of... Oh, actually, no, because we have to do the check for if it has an enemy. We can still write it like that, though, just so we remember later. Coolio. Let's see. So we did all of that work, but what we were going to do was we were going to get rid of all these guys. No, we were going to add NPCs onto that list, so NPC, and we'll just do a quick set entity. It will be from NPCs, that's the tab of the editor, which stores the active path. It's a little inefficient, but that's how we're doing it right now. Honestly, that should probably be stored in the inspector, but... well, what we got here. Somebody was trying to call the old method. Let's see, it was a prop, right? Wait, do prop input? Bruh, who's calling do prop input? That shit is like totally depreciated. Do entity input, right? Because we're only doing entity input now. So let's just do that and see who's upset. This guy is. The undo, really? Oh yeah, we never fixed that. Okay. Set. We'll just change this to the new. Undoing and redoing was the biggest brain fuck in this whole project. Or it was like you have to keep to undo, you have to keep a log of every action and every relevant thing that needs to be undone. It's the craziest thing ever. Keeping that log, that's why like they have like limited undos on some programs, because like imagine like how big that must get. Anyways, sub operation, it basically is an array that stores the that's spelled wrong. It stores the name of the operation first. Let's see. I wonder if I have the... Here we go. So like past operations, right? It stores those in an array, and all the operations are stored here, and the operation is basically stored as the first index, or the 0th, I don't know what you call it, tells you the name of the operation, and then it checks and makes sure like which one it needs. And then once it gets the one it needs, right, then it basically undoes the steps. So you have to save stuff. If you like put a tile over something, you have to save all the tiles that you put the tile over so that it can replace the tile you put with the old tiles. Which is what's so complicated about tile sets. Here it's a lot easier. We just have to undo placing in any enemy. Entity, actually, yeah. It will basically call the same function. It will just like replace it. It will set a null entity in the place where the entity was, if it was not replacing anything. So if I remember correctly here, for old in T2, only God knows what order these will be respawned in. This is like, okay, so if you got overwritten, right? If two enemies were in the same place and they got overwritten by a third enemy, which is already a fucked situation, this should never be happening. You should have never let two enemies spawn in the same place in the first place. But if it does, then I have no idea which order the Control Z respawns the enemies in, the old ones. I think it probably just, oh my god, it spawns the first one, I think, and then it like spawns the second one overwriting the first one. That like must be happening. It's total nonsense, but you know. Let's see. We're doing this differently now though, so we don't have as many things. Spaghetti. Let's go back to the function. Set preview, preview enemy, set enemy, entity. That's not set. Where is that? Preview line, preview enemy, preview prop. I wonder if that's a bug. Because like it didn't save and it was looking for the old position of set entity. Weird. Anyways, now when it does its function, it only passes the position and the path of the entity that it replaced the thing with. Theoretically, because now we're not replacing anything. Now if you actually manage to call the function, it will just it will place another enemy over that empty position. Well, it will assume it's an empty position. So yeah. We only need like to copy this data. It's a lot easier. Just gonna put it over here for a reminder. Yeah, I know. In T and subops, here we don't really have subops. Subops if we like placed multiple tiles in the same stroke, like if we were drawing tiles. Then each tile placement is a sub operation. Here our subops are just position and entity path. I believe they're not even subops. Let me check this up here. Yeah, they're just the, what do you call it? Not the method, but the arguments. Yeah. We don't even need to do this invert nonsense. We don't need this. If t2 empty, we are already assuming that, so we'll just set entity. Okay, let me check that real quick. Entity, what do we need to place an entity? Because this will determine what we need. We need a bunch more stuff than we're actually passing to this undo function, so we're gonna have to pass some more stuff. We need the position, the path, which we already have, but we also need the type now. So let's copy that in. Entity path, entity type. Cool. So this will basically go like set entity. The number one is our position. Then we'll just do T2 or T1 and then T2. And we'll actually copy it in here for later. Position, enemy path, and traced. We don't want to trace undos and redos because then they'll add themselves to the undo and redo list, which is a no-no. So we'll just put in false. Arguments equals last one. The last operation, index 1, because index 0 is the name, index 1 is everything we need. So, I'm going to shorten this as arg. Then we know it's the 0th argument, the first and the second. And get rid of this, because we don't need it anymore. Oh, super easy. Now it should work if we undo and redo setting an entity. Unexpected indentation. I guess we didn't need it. What else did we bring? Oh, redo. Yep, okay. We can do like the same thing. In fact, I'm pretty sure we can do the exact same thing. All we have to do is replace the last with next. Yeah. Coolio. So let's just do it on some enemies real quick to make sure it works. Control Z, Z, Z. That is not good. Let's see. So it should be telling us what we're undoing. Can't emit non-existing signal, entity selected. Well, we're not trying to emit that, are we? Okay, that's weird. I think we'll have to come back to that later. So it's not even triggering. And it should give us a little message that we undid something, right? Print redoing operation. So is it possible that we're not even adding it to last? No. Because it should give us, let's just do this. Print bleh. Even if it like breaks and throws an error, it should still print something for us. Yeah, now it prints something for us. if we do an enemy, it still prints something for us. So it was that it was throwing an error or something. Past operations.popback. That takes the last operation, or of the last operation of past operations, and it gets rid of it and basically like copies it here. Future operations.append last, that's just our normal shit. So if last, okay, here's where it's hanging up, right? There isn't a last operation. In fact, we could even prove it by putting back in the code that I deleted, where it tells you that there's nothing left to undo. It will tell us that there's nothing left to undo, which means that the it means that the arrays that we have don't have any data in them. Nothing left to undo. Now, this could be for a couple of reasons, but I think I know what one of them might be. It might be the fact that it's calling, let's see, it's calling set entity without tracing it. Is it possible that it's not even calling set entity? Oh, it works, so if not entity.path return. Let's do a print error. Error, no enemy path in set entity. That'll tell us. Although, it wouldn't be even spawning them. It's throwing this error that it can't emit a signal for it being selected, but that's not related. It's setting the entity. Let's check to see if the traced function is calling. It is. So it's doing the traced, but is it just not? Oh. It's literally right there. That's where it's breaking. Okay. There is no signal entity selected, is there? There isn't. So no wonder it's trying to select the enemy that we just placed, but since we changed it to entity, it can't get that. So we will make that an actual signal. Let's get rid of these guys just to make sure that they aren't doing anything. And if they were, then it will tell us. We also need to connect it. Selected inspector. Are we just calling the signal selected? But where is selected coming from? s spawn points dot collect. Okay, when the spawn point is selected, we're connecting it directly to the inspector. This is something we need to write for ourselves, so we're not going to use that. Level selected, tile collection selected. Where the hell do we connect this thing? Or where did we? We just didn't. Or did we connect it on the inspector? Property changed. Layer changed. No. I think we didn't even call this signal that we created. Or did we? We had to, because then how else did we select the enemy? Unless we just selected the enemy at the point we got the input? That's possible. Let's see. Mouse position. No, we're just calling set entity. And he is making the signal entity selected, which was enemy selected. Oh, that's where we're connecting it. I forgot. This is the trouble about Godot, is that it has built-in stuff as well. So you could connect it via code, or you could connect it in the editor, which is a problem when you're trying to keep things organized. So I like to do a lot of shit just via code. Let's see. It'll be from here. Yeah, because we got rid of those. Where are we going to connect this? We're going to connect this to... Well, first of all, entity selected isn't a very specific signal, and we kind of need specific because it's going to be connected to the inspector. So let's add an extra argument to it. Entity type. Since we already have that, that's pretty easy. We'll just add it up here too. Now, when we connect it here to the inspector, the inspector's function is just called onSelected. I believe so, yeah. So connect it, but add. It's already doing the arguments. Yeah, so we don't have to add any extra ones. Let's see if that works. Enemies, bat. There's a bat. Control Z. No. Nothing left to undo. Well, we're not getting that error anymore. So we fixed something. We're still not able to undo though, because it's not getting added to the undo list. Did our album end? Look at that. This is macro blank, by the way. Throw the album real quick on screen. Give that boy a shout out. You're listening to some album I don't know the name of. He's pretty good, but he is just a Haircuts for Men, like, ripoff through and through. I keep thinking, like, oh, that's literally just the same song as Haircuts for Men, but it isn't. It's like a different rip of the same song. So, it is what it is. What do we got here? Props, editor. What the hell were we doing? Oh right, that error. We couldn't get it to add anything to our boy. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna check our boy. Well, first we're gonna check if he says he adds it to the boy. He's probably gonna say he is, but let's just see if it does. Actually, active operation not append, and we'll have it print the active operation. That way we'll know that it's actually doing something, and we'll know what it's doing too. Beetle. If you wonder why these guys are sideways, it's because they're supposed to cling onto walls. I haven't gotten it set up so that they get the proper direction. Also looks like they're not, they're supposed to be like not moving right now. I wonder how. Many mysteries of life. Let's see, so here's our little, oops. I bet you can't see any of this. This is also small, but that's all cool. I'll read it out for you guys. It's 216, 214. That's our position. Oh, that's easy. Take a look at this. It's not adding the name of the thing we did to it. So it's just doing the things it did to it. And it's also not clearing the... Okay, that's interesting. Okay. Well, we'll add that really quickly. That will be easy enough to do. So somewhere in here, I think we were setting the name of it. But let's just check one of these guys. We'll check the set tile function, because I know that one's working properly. Get box, get cell. Set cells. Active operation out append cell. Okay. Because we were doing that because it would only need to print set cells. It would only print the name once. But since we would draw a bunch of tiles, right, it would need to continuously add stuff on. So that's why we formatted it like that. Let's see. But where are we saying... telling it that it's called set cells? Oh, we're calling it set tiles, which I think it might be an older name. Else set tiles. Okay. Oh, that is that is really ugly. We're doing it in the input function. So basically when we click down, it will call it set tiles. And that's not great. It's not great. Here, let me just check the format of that. Operation name, active operation. Operation name. So we're past operations.append operation name, active operation.duplicate. Oops. And we're appending those ones later on. So this is the function, or this is the code we want to copy. Let's go back. Where was he? Set entity, there we go. We basically want to format it like this. So past operations. That's adding the active operation. Okay, active, that's right. Active operation is just something that I created to keep track of the current one. What we would do is we would write to active operation all the things we wanted to do in one step, and then we would send it off to past operations. But we don't need to do that because we're all doing it in one step, so we'll write directly to past operations this time. We'll do past operations dot append. Welcome to understanding your own code. It's a miracle I can do it. Position, entity path, entity type. No, oh, here we go. Operation name, because that's the first one in the array. In this case, it's going to be set entity, active operation dot duplicate. So that's all the other stuff. And in fact, active operation, I believe, is an array itself. So we can just do a nested array like this. That should do it. That's why, okay, that's why it was sending stuff to the active operation, but it wasn't sending it to the place where it really needed to go, past operations. Control Z. Oh, something changed. It unselected it. That's interesting. Let's see what it tells us. Code not found. Okay. Tell me. I don't care about not finding a timer. Let's just put a bunch of bats everywhere. Undoing operation set entity to, so that should be correct. It's doing another one. It's undoing the operations, but, oh, that's why. Look, it set another bat where the bat is. They've got double wings. Okay. Our undo function isn't doing the right thing. Because, yeah, why would it be? It's just setting the entity in the same place we told it to before. So we'll set a null entity in the same place of the same type. It doesn't really matter. Let's see if this works or throws an error. Go 50-50. Okay. Built-in function, yep, it can't find it. So if not entity path, print error. This is a bad way of doing this, because entity path, you know what? Entity path is a string. And usually if you're checking for null, you can get away for that. You can say if not the thing, and then it will return null. But in the case of strings, if strings are empty or if strings are null, it's just a pair, it looks like this. It's just a pair of brackets. By the way, this I'm realizing how terrible this stream layout is. You can't see anything, can you? Let's move on to single monitor, just so it's a little bit easier for people with bad eyesight to see this. Anyways, that's the problem. That's the problem if you have streams like this. It's like you have to be, are people watching it full screen or are they watching it on a phone? Who knows? Who knows? Anyways, so if it's not the entity path, if a string is null, right? This is my point. It just looks like this. It's an empty string. And so it won't return not something. It will only work if we do if entity path equals, or yeah, equals null, which is annoying, but that's how we gotta do it in this case. That should save us, and basically then the function will end there. We won't have to do any special magic to get that working. Oh, well, load. Oh, because we're just, yeah, that's dumb. We'll print, actually we don't even need to print this error because we want this to happen. It's not an error. We'll just do return. That way, if we say return, the keyword, the rest of the function won't play out. It will just basically go back to doing whatever it was doing beforehand. And now that we're setting this bat with a null bat, huh? Huh? No. So you set the bat with a null bat, but what else are we doing? Are we really doing that? I'm pretty sure those are still bats on our screen. Let's check. Let's check. So here's where all our stuff is stored, and sure enough, those bats still are there. You know what's happening? Oh, I'm a dumbass. If we're setting it with a null object, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything because we literally removed that functionality from our code. That only worked on tiles in which it overwrote the tile that it was doing before. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to do a new function, basically, to get rid of this. We'll do function, let's see, move entity, delete entity, we'll do del entity, and then we'll just do all the things we need to do before. Hey, how's it going, silent owner? Thanks for coming to the stream. Things are going. A lot of these are bug fix and streams. You were here before, weren't you? Are you on the Discord server? Don't mean to put you on the spot. It's cool to see people come back. What we got here? We don't even need this. I want to actually copy this and get that error message back in, because now it is an error. We delete an entity, we need the position, we don't need the path, we don't even need the type. We'll just go we need a method to check. Oh, dumbass. What? That's your Twitch account? I didn't even see it. Now I'm pissed. Were you? You are the lurker in chat. Anyways, how do you like the avatar? I can do different expressions now, sort of. I can do eyebrows at least. It's kind of weird. Oh yeah, and I can actually, I would actually show off. I can do like, if I want to always be angry, I can always be angry. Or if I want to be like the lewd face, or really actually unhappy. Yeah. And I made it so it doesn't blink this time, so she doesn't like double blink. This is what I spent all of my time on, just to get eyebrows working. Or I can like lock the face in neutral like this, so now if you've been noticing, I've been ing all stream. It's because the simple face detection isn't great. You got me on some rant. What the hell we doing? We're deleting an entity. And to do that, we need to find where the entity is. I'm kind of debating. Honestly, I like the old system. Should we just pull the old code up? Hey, thanks. Also, you motherfucker. Are you home from work? If not, then fucking get back to work, bitch. No, I'm just kidding. What do we got going on here? It's always nice to see you, even if you're lurking and just chilling with me. It'll be under editor, yeah. I can't make her angry. I can't make her angry at all. Is she crying? Is that why? Hold on. Oh. Nope. Whatever. We'll just be in this weird ass emotion for a little bit. Or actually, I'll do it back to neutral, so it's all fine now. Get mad, bitch, I fucking might. Maybe I will, huh? You notice all the errors I'm creating because I bound it to the fucking non-pad keys. Anyways, we'll figure something out, it'll be fine. This was 2 days of work, literally just to get eyebrows up and down. Hey, but buddy, let's do some like fucking Minecraft later or something. When I get really tired and bored of this and you hop on stream. What are we gonna do? Yeah. I like the old function because the old function saw that you had a null object and it got rid of the object that was already there. But we already fucking cleaned it up, so yeah, no, just push forward. We made our bed, now sleep in it. Set cells on all layers. Well, fuck that shit. Never gonna finish that function. We'll have to do the thing before though, and I want to check to see how I did it before. Nope. It's gonna be way down here. Select, set enemy. There we go. For E and old enemies. Okay, so it calls for every enemy in the game or in the tree right now. Hell yeah. Okay, sweet. You're already at home, bitch. You didn't tell me. Oh wait, no you did. I didn't even fucking see it. Alright. Let me know if you want to hop on stream, otherwise I'll let you chill and lurk, cause good vibes. Get nodes and group. So this is for every enemy that is currently in the game, and if it basically asks every enemy in the game, hey, are you at the same position that I'm trying to park my car? And if you are, get the fuck out of the way. It's not a great way of doing it, but in fact we can actually do an even louder shout than this one, right? We can do, since we had is actor at position, now I believe we have is entity at position. Let me check. Is prop at position, is actor. Do we not? I thought it was a little bit higher up. Do entity input, set entity. We don't have one. Okay. Let's do that. It'll be a lot more convenient. Is actor. Yeah, we'll just do one more and then we can get rid of these outdated ones. Although they're kind of useful in their own right, so maybe we could do is entity at position and then an extra argument of what type we're looking for. Or we just, no, yeah, we just call is entity at position, since it's like kind of a reverse psychology thing we're doing here. We only instance through the type we want, and then we can do that. Because this doesn't tell us right away, this just tells us if a specific entity is at the specific position. So we have to run it a bunch of times to find out if there is anybody. Yeah, this will be an easy fix onto this. We can, wait, can we just do this? Wait a second. But we have to check the group. So if it's not in the group, enemy previews. If it's not in... If it's not in enemy previews. And not, right? And not in the other one. It's a really bullshit way of going about it. In fact, yeah, that's bullshit. Let's just add a new group. Called previews. And if it's not in that group, then we return out. Coolio. So, where are we creating this enemy group? Looking over my mic. Okay. We'll just... I like this group. Maybe we'll keep it. But right now it's not very useful, so we'll add this one on top of it. Oh yeah, God, this is so not useful. I'm gonna get rid of it. Because we're just doing for E in get nodes and group preview. Yeah. No, that's gonna get bloated so fast if we didn't do something about it. So we'll get rid of these special types because they already have the type that they're an enemy. They already have the type that they're a preview, so no information is really being lost there. If we need it, we can just check both. Let me check if it's anywhere else. Okay, cool. Yeah, no. Now let's see if anybody is calling the is at position. Because we'll just redirect them to the new one. E grid pause. I actually think this is going to be useful, so add pause is actor at pause. Is actor at pause. Is entity at pause. Is entity. Okay, that's all of them. What you think of the music? to add them to anything. We'll just go if it's at e.q_free. Is it? Oh, it's still saying enemies. Wait. Previews. Well, actually, but isn't there something else that was wrong with that? There was something wrong with it was delete entity that had a problem with it, where I just like barely saw. Come on. Del entity. Yeah, in-group enemies were just entities. Coolio. One, two, three, one. Oh. Cannot built-in function load. Oh yeah, we're still calling it, aren't we? Undo. We'll instead del. We'll actually use our new function. It only needs to know the position. And we'll add traced on here just so that they know what the last argument is. So I know. Always document your shit. At least so you can read it. Because if you can't read it, who the hell can? Look at that. Bam. Fucking watch this. Let me bring it back. Control Z, Control V. Alright. I'm happy because I knew I fucking broke that. Well. Instantly another bug. What do we got here? It's not even bugs, it's more that I just don't finish the things I start and don't notice that they're broken until they break. Has method, previously freed instance. Okay, well, we're calling if active has method, but the active is already freed. Oh, right. Our selection is, I bet it's gonna be this bat. No? It's an orphan, it was already deleted. When did we delete that? Let's try that again. I think all we did was spawn a ammo refill. Where the hell is it going though? That's actually really bad. Break. It's not even anywhere here. Let's check. No props are spawning. Something was preventing our props from spawning in the first place. Oh, but here's the thing, they spawn here. And when it got the selected error, it said it was an orphan, so that means it's kind of... Oh, okay, okay. I think it just didn't get added to the tree. Let's see what's supposed to add it. This album is good, by the way. Yeah, fucking gay dudes on the cover. Macro blank. Haircuts from End Ripoff Band. Dude. It's good shit though. Set entities. We were just setting an entity, weren't we? But this entity was a prop, so it was do entity input that this would happen on. Set entity, grid position, active prop path, subtool. Oh, we're not copying in the type. No, we are. That's what subtool is. Subtool is just the path. Equal, I don't know. Just in case I'm dumb. It should be this. We'll see set entity and see what it does with that. If entity path is null, it will throw an error. It didn't throw an error. Not that I can see, at least. So it wasn't null. It was... What was the error again? It was on selecting it, because what it does is it selects it as soon as it creates it. Are these guys working alright? Yeah, they are. So what caused the crash? Has method on previously freed instance. Why was it freed? We're not calling anything on it. Oops. There's no reason why would you ever call free entity on this thing. Because free entity right now is only ever being called by undo. And we're not undoing anything. I'm pretty sure, at least, because we just created it. Or it was del entity. Yeah, it's not even on the script. It's on the other one. Only gets twice. So it looks like from the tree, it looks like we never even spawned in the first place. Is it possible that we didn't add it to the tree like I said before? That would make it look like it got added to the tree, but it wasn't really. It would be hidden, so we couldn't search for it if we searched for the tree. No? We're setting the owner of it. Let's go ahead and just print. See if it's even getting called. We'll only spawn props and see if they even get called in the first place. They do. Condition owner valid. The owner is invalid. But why is the owner invalid? It's the current level. Why would they? Maybe the direct parent is invalid? Match entity type. Props. Oh, prop. Oh, props. Oh my god. There we go. And hey, if we'll... So this doesn't happen in the future. No, actually we do want it to throw an error, because that would be bad if it didn't. We could have added a wildcard pattern so that if it wasn't any of those things, it would add it just to some random place. But I'd like to know if it was going to add it to some random place. I'd rather have it throw an error. Anyways. Yeah! And we can... Okay, so here's where I thought it was going to throw an error. Because you notice how we undid, right? Our selected object got deleted. Since when we're doing like time travel, we're just faking it. We're just faking it. Undo doesn't undo anything, it just does the opposite of whatever you just did. So if you're not keeping track of stuff, like we weren't keeping track of the selected entity on Control Z, because, you know, why would we? It'd be a little bit useful, but I don't feel like programming it. Because we're not accounting for it, the selected enemy is something from the future. It got deleted because we went back to the past. So the game doesn't know what the hell it is. Yep. This dude was in the process of getting deleted. So what should we do? You know what I think? I think we should just deselect if we ever do a Control Z, right? Yeah, that way we can't really cause any trouble with that. If we do a redo, then we'll keep our selection, because our selection will still be there when we go into the future. At least theoretically. If it isn't, then we can get rid of that too. Shut up. I haven't been saying it that much this stream. Can I switch emotions on you, huh? No, I'm not saying yup. I'm never saying it again. No. How annoying is that? Yeah, okay. Back to basic face tracking. Shut up. Oh my god. Okay. So... Nope, I'm not gonna look at chat. Nope. What were we doing? Oh yeah, we were deselecting everything. Level selected. Level. I wanted to get rid of... Oh my god. No. I wanted to get rid of all of our selections if we ever do an undo. So let's just do the function undo, and if we ever undo, we'll just select null. If we undo and we are selecting an entity, we'll do on null. Shh, you're fine. Yeah, it'll be a little clause, a little addendum, right? If last. Yeah, doesn't matter if we have something to undo. Let's do it anyways. No, it kind of does matter if we have something to undo. Let's see. If a dot active type is equal to, and well, entity isn't an actual type though. If it's equal to any number of things. So what we'll do is we'll do a match statement again. And we'll search for enemy, we'll search for NPC, and we'll search for property or prop. And if it's any of these things, then we'll just do that little clause. What was it again? If it's any of those things, we get rid of the selection. So we already have a function for that. I wrote it earlier today. Inspector.deselect, or on deselected. It's a little confusing because it's not actually a signal, but I wrote it like a signal because we might turn it into one later. Anyways. Hey. I haven't actually played the game. I gotta change up the background every once in a while just so that you guys don't get bored of of what this looks like. I'll make some levels once I'm able to make some levels. Ash, I've been fucking this layer level, it's like layer test.tscn. I've been the same level for like 3 months or so. But it's changed a lot unintentionally. We'll make it look nice. Anyways, coolio. So now our time travel shenanigans are no more. It gets rid of the selection if we go back in time. Congratulations. This is a good stopping place. You want to hop on stream, Ash? You want to do a BRB? Something like that? Ash, I was gonna get a BRB image, but you want to do a BRB image on stream? Like draw one? You became time god. Yeah, I did. Did you not notice? Also, do you like the little code comment I got here? This guy. I forget that everything's like a little bit off for you, time-wise. Yeah, we'll do some chill stuff. Actually, since you're like the only viewer, maybe I don't have to do anything. Oh, babe, don't fucking get out of bed for me. Bish. Babe. This fucking music. What are we gonna do? I wanna, let's see, how do I do a BRB? Like, literally, I'm gonna, this is the shittiest BRB ever. I really need to just, alright. Oh my fucking god. Get me out. Get me out. No, don't save it. Alright. Bye. I'm gonna fucking do the freeze position. Maybe she'll bug out or something. That'll be cool. Oh, fucking dumbass hot mic. Oh my fucking god, wait, mic muted. Oh my god. I was just saying a bunch of shit about you. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. Let me know if when you want to pop in here. Actually, oh, you sent me. Just give me a call. Yo,
Hey, how it go?
it's cool. It doesn't do the streamer, or it doesn't do the ringtone if you're here.
Oh shit, so
Or if you're on streamer mode, excuse me.
shit.
Yeah. Let's see.
I mean,
The model? What do you think?
it looks good.
Yeah. Because, okay, take a look, right? So here's how it is now, right? I can do expressions, which I couldn't do before, but take a look at the mouth movement, right? Okay. Now, take a look at the previous model, right? Without eyebrow tracking and without the, like I had to redo all the expressions and I had to do like the mouth movement based on the blend shapes, the key shapes, and some of it's still not great, right? But we're working on it, right? Watch the previous one, right? This is the default one. Wait, really? Is it really? Wait. Oh no, I did.
What?
So, it's not really that much of an improvement, is it? Um,
You have more,
it's just the eyebrows, Ash.
you have more movement in the eyebrows now.
I thought the mouth was so much better, but it really is only just like a little bit better.
Like a little bit is a good amount.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um. It took me fucking 2 days. It took me 2 days to get to there. And
2 days.
the weird blush emoji is weird. Emoji? Face. Excuse me.
The weird plush emote.
Emote. Oh, I always forget to get rid of this guy. That's fine. No, what the hell? I was doing this so I could stretch myself out. There we go.
She said.
Shh. You're my tiny little fucking boy right now. That's all. That's all. Okay, so I'm still using the tiny compressed JPEG of you because
Good. Use the trashy version. That's what I want.
use the trash version, Ash. I will.
Just keep the tiny little trash. Like a goblin. That's perfect.
So, what are we gonna do today? We probably need to change the category, right?
Depends on what you're doing. What are we doing?
I wanted to make a little BRB screen, right? Should we, let's see. Only Twitch has categories like that, right?
YouTube is kind of
Yeah, let me pop on to the Twitch stream real quick.
YouTube channel.
Let's see, Bun Labs.
And
You're a dumbass, you're not doing anything. You're like, oh yeah, I'm moderating shit. No, you're not.
what do you mean about, wait, what am I to moderate? What are you talking about?
You're talking so professionally like you're doing some shit.
No, just clicking your 2 links that you have.
Shh. Let's see.
2 links. Welcome
My 2 links, dumbass. Okay.
to
Well, it's more than 0, which was what it was just a couple minutes ago.
fucking go. Improvement.
Shut up. Okay. Where? Creator dashboard?
Create a dashboard, check.
Manage stream.
Manage stream, check.
A silent owner. Is that why? It just short for Satoner.
No, it's literally meant from silent owner, as in I'm not going to talk.
Wait, did you? Fucking hell! Did you create that for me?
No, this I think
Okay.
this is weird.
I thought that. I thought you were doing some kinky shit.
No. No.
Yeah, huh?
This is in my
Maybe?
name
No,
whenever I
huh?
join an
Not on
MMO.
stream? Not on
Okay.
stream, Ash? Ash, there's another person watching.
How you do?
They might be me. This is the thing. They might be me. What the hell is the category? Edit stream info.
I don't know. You can make it whatever you want.
It's gonna be like creative, right? Because fuck, it's Blender. I don't know. They don't have a thing for Blender, do they?
I don't know.
They have Blender Bros. No.
Would you like to speak with my manager?
Shh. We gotta add the tag 3D printing because I'm about to 3D print a real big one. Where the fuck is the category? Is it just called creative?
Yeah, sure. Do the thing to do. Well, okay, by the way, I don't want you too excited. New Sonic game. Hello.
Creative is blocked? No. Creative. Oh, because we were doing... Okay, art. Cool. Whatever. What are you doing? What are you up to?
What am I doing?
Mm-hmm.
I got my gamer glasses on. I'm link it up. I'm doing great.
You wanna hop off stream?
You wanna what? Me what?
You wanna hop off stream and just kinda chill instead?
I'll do whatever you want. You want to keep going? I can sit.
I wanna bring you on if you just kinda negative vibing.
Wow. Wow.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
Duly noted.
Damn, I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Ash, what do we do with our Blender cube?
We're gonna make a BRB sign.
Yeah.
Preferably better than the last one.
Better than the last one? Yeah, marginally.
You put BR.
Mm-hmm. It was pretty hasty of me, wasn't it? This is pretty chill. Where is mirror? Is that not an option here? I remember just using it. The viewport mirroring, where is he?
Like how much your head bob while you're sitting there.
I'm doing it on purpose. Anyways.
What camera are you using?
What camera?
Yeah.
What do you
Are you
mean?
using your cell phone or are you using that webcam?
Oh yeah, the webcam. The webcam gets pretty good tracking, yeah. It's pretty nice. Been using it pretty non-stop. So basically this cube, we're just gonna do a mirror modifier because I have no passion. That's exactly how it goes. So basically what you gotta do is you gotta turn clipping on, you've gotta recombine it into one fucking solid piece, right? Then you wanna go like, you take your ears up like this, then you take your fucking things like this, go like this, and then you like fucking, you just kind of vibe with it, you know? Except when it makes n-gons, because we don't like n-gons here, unfortunately.
No, I'm gonna be done.
You're gonna say I'm saying something racial. In fact,
No.
it is not.
What is an n-gon?
Watch this. This is an n-gon. This is a no good n-gon, right? Well, actually it's not. It's only a quad, but it's a quad. Look at the face, right? Try to imagine what shape this would make in real life. A non-real shape, because it's not, oh hey, this is just me doing like a little BRB screen, right? I wanted to make something a little 3D animated just to have something because I needed it. And if it's chill on stream, then we can do that. No, I'm gonna, let's see, again, triangulate. Oh, it's been a little bit. Okay, well screw that. I'm just gonna knife cut it. Oh no! What are these texture tools that I downloaded? Everything's changed. Ash, it's only been like 3 months since I last opened Blender. It should not be this bad.
Holy shit.
It's not 3 months. It's, oh my god, it's only been like 1. Yeah, I don't know what this is gonna be yet. Secretly, I actually know exactly what it's gonna be, but I just don't want to embarrass myself. I already am. This is actually terrible.
Good start.
It's a good start, Ash. I would like to see something a little bit better with my years of experience.
It's been a bit. You're a little bit rusty. It's fine.
Mirror. Oh my fucking god. First of all, and second of all, oh, we already clipping? I don't like that. No. No, I've already ruined it. Come on. Okay, well screw this guy too. Let me add a single vertice and then I can get it right. It's fine. We'll just do rough shape and then we can like fix it later on. Basically, what I was planning on doing anyways. And now we can cool. It don't matter what it looked like. Basically, we'll figure it out in the end. Maybe it do matter what it looked like. Hey Ash, you think I should have had a reference like going into this?
No, that feels like cheating.
Ash, I'll tell you, doing Blender is all about cheating. It's about cheating in ways that nobody will know you're cheating. That's why I like it so much. I'm a good cheat.
We could cheat.
This is true. This is true. Theoretically, let's say you were an animal, but not like those furry animals that shit in litter boxes, like just an animal.
Nice callback.
How would you spend your USD?
Wait, hold on. Wait, okay, hold on. Run that by me one more time.
How do you spend your USD, Ash? How do you spend your dinero?
As an animal, making sure
As an animorph, yes.
An
I mean, yeah. The green alien guy.
Shit.
Yeah. So not even any of the cool kids, right? Yeah. Basically, you're the dumb, like, alien dude. This album's a little loud.
How much money do I have to spend?
How much for what? Oh, yeah, your dineros. I don't know. You got Freddy Fazbear money, is what you got.
Oh shit. Give me a fucking beach house symbol.
Yeah, basically. Look at how dumb this looks. Alright, this is great. This is great. We're going with it. Because you know what? We're gonna put a fucking subsurf modifier on it, and it's gonna be all a-okay. In fact, let's get ahead with that now. It's gonna look so ugly. Ew, what is that? No, no, we can fix it. We can fix it. Shh, Ash, we can make it better. We can reprogram it.
We can make it better.
The $1 million fucking bun. This, okay, so this needs a loop cut. Oh god, look at these fucking... Ugh. What even is happening with these? It's like it's not recognizing the geometry that I wanted to give it properly. It's like, oh yeah, loop cuts around here? Yeah, sure, something like that. Anyways. Yeah. Good enough. Okay, so it looks like a shoe. It's okay. It's a virtual bun. Okay, it will look fine in the end. In the end. Because it's a shoe. It's so a shoe. It's a shoe with like those weird ass fucking these things out front. Let's
make a Velcro shoe.
shut up, you're dumb. We're gonna make magenta because actually I kind of we could literally just like pick magenta out of the fucking paper craft he was made out of, but it's okay. Yeah, we literally could. Why don't I do it? I don't know, Ash, that's a good ass question. I think maybe some questions are too good to even be asking, realistically speaking. Yeah. Anyway. Watch. It's gonna look great by the end of this stream, but it's gonna be the very end that you're gonna have to wait for. Okay? Just trust me. Shh. Oh, maybe we should make something that isn't a bun. No, I actually... Mm-hmm. He just needs less of these kind of like Mike Myers eyes. I don't wanna rip his whole face up, but I do want to see it without this because yeah, it looks pretty gross. And that's because our topology is gross, Ash. If we had better looking topology, look at this, there's our problem. This is a huge ass fucking n-gon. So we're gonna go triangular faces, there we go. Technically you want to be working with quads, so let's triangulate these faces, right? And then we can make them into quads, because quads are great for animation, theoretically. Technically, yeah, so we'll just dissolve these faces. Without a care in the world. In fact, the fact that he's got like these kind of eyes, I'm not kind of for, so we'll make that into a quad too. He's already looking like a Bionicle. You would know all about those, Ash. Sort of, yeah. You went off to me about them last night. It is, yeah. It was pretty great. You talked for like 11 hours about Bionicles.
So, how long are you gonna lie for?
As long as I need to.
I will start. Okay, so I got a question. What's the name of the red one?
Well, which one? Which one? There's a lot of red ones. In fact, you would say there's like one red one in every 6.
How many barnacles are
That's a good question, Ash. I don't think that's a question you'll ever get an answer to.
Google?
D-
Oh,
How do you fucking qualify, alright, as a bionicle, right? Are Throwbots bionicles, Ash? This is the questions you would be asking me.
I go bionicle.
To fucking hell.
Oh, how many barnacle sets there are? Let's find out.
You're dumb.
Okay, there are 6 sets.
There are there are only 6 bionicle
Wait,
sets.
hold on. Wait.
This is true, Ash. This is true. You can't deny it now.
Okay, they come in groups of 6.
Yeah. You want to run that one by me?
There's more than one set of 6. In fact, there have been 2 series.
Yeah. Well, they do. Yeah.
2001 and through 2010.
Right.
Wait, there were bionicles this year?
No. That's a lie. That's a lie. They came back in like 2016, but they didn't really do much, and they kind of sucked.
Oh no, that's a lot of bionicles.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Like almost too much, Ash. I would say almost too much.
Yeah, maybe. From my estimate, there are 318
318.
different bionicles, and that's including the tiny dudes that throw discs.
Yeah. This is, of course, they're real bionicle, but they're not like cool ones. We're just making the fucking Rakshi shoe. You know what this is? This is what we're making right now. Is that some gummy worms? No, those are the fucking karate. This is real.
This counts as a fucking bionicle, by the way.
The bionicle shoe counts as a bionicle, Ash.
Look at this fucker. Look at this fucker.
Oh wait, no, you gotta. I'm on streamer mode, so of course this counts as a bionicle, dumbass. This is. You're talking about fucking Turaga Vakama, like the fucking head of Matanui, the main fucking village adder. He was the guy who told everyone around the fire that, hey, he was a Toa too. This was the guy I was talking about.
12 blocks.
He's like, because it's a promotional set, Ash. It's a promotional set that you like get free in like some fucking toy or some shit. Yeah.
Oh my god, there's a green one.
Yeah, that's Matao. If he's small, he's Matao.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Matao.
Mm-hmm.
No.
This is actually the fucking Kaboya promotional version of Turaga Vakama.
They didn't even try. They didn't even, hold on.
It was basically the same as the actual set.
Look at his pose.
Hmm.
And then look at this pose. And tell me that they just didn't give up.
By the way, I have all the Turaga.
You do not.
I do. I have all of them. You know what they do? Their legs move, their arms move, and if you flick the lever on their back, their little like torch goes up and down.
Okay. So let me just. Boom. This is the motherfucker.
You're sending more shit on Discord. You motherfucker. This is like the 2012 version of him. You're talking about the original.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's his name? Fucking
How?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the motherfucker I had.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they remade him again in fucking 2015. Yeah, like,
Wait, scroll over to that then.
yeah.
2004, 2008, 2012.
I actually, oh, I actually have this set. Do I? I think I do. All right, Ash, I was a little bit of a weird kid. But I also have this set. This is the. If I can send you with this boy. I can send. Also, we're fucking in the wrong category. It's fine. It's art. Hey, we could fucking draw this guy, huh? Hey, that would be easy, actually. Let me model this guy.
Look at that. Look how fucking ugly that is.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, get some meat on your bone.
This guy? Oh, he's pretty. He's fucking pretty ugly.
Wait, are you fucking? Oh, right. I'm on a delay.
Mm-hmm. You're talking about the... Which one? The skinny guy or the buff guy?
The skinny guy.
Hmm.
He's all skinny. Bionic. I can't believe this thing. What's the newest set of Bionicle?
Well, they're not real, so we don't talk about them.
Wait, what? Oh, the concept art. That's unfortunate.
No, they're not. They're real.
These ones?
Let me see.
Okay.
I bet you didn't send it to me. These guys? Oh yeah, yeah. Those are the. They actually got like a animated short, like a couple of them. But yeah, I actually have that set, the one you sent me.
No, no shit. Oh my god. Okay, but
Let's see.
I had this bit too.
I have this one. I have this one. I have this one, and I have this one.
Okay, I'm gonna wait so I can see what it is.
Actually, I don't have this one. I have the second generation of the remake of this guy.
Really?
Actually, this is the second generation of the remake, isn't it? It totally is, because they have the gold armor. So I have this one, this one, this one, and this one.
Now, when you say you have them put together, or do you
Who knows? Who knows? Leave it up to God to decide. Alright. Oh yeah, and this is the guy you have? That's fucking... This is... Yeah, Onepu, this fucking dick. Alright? It's like Onwa versus Onua. Hey, by the way, you know how like the Earth guy, his name is Onwa? You know the fucking Earth Taraga's name?
what?
Onua.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, because it just fucking means like earth and like fucking dirt in fucking Maori. This guy, Onepu, means stone in fucking Maori.
Fucking camel.
What the hell are we doing, by the way? This is so gross. I don't think we can make this into anything.
What are you talking about?
I think we like fucked up from the very start, right?
What's this a wee shit? Hold on.
We're gonna make a fucking bionicle mask. See, if we were to make a bionicle mask, I'd have to draw it first.
Yeah, of course, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You definitely don't freehand a bionicle.
Freehanding a bionicle mask in 3D is a little bit hard, but I can do it in 2D, okay? Let's get rid of this guy. And if I remember how to do it, we can do some stuff.
Okay. How do we keep ending up on bionicles?
Well, you brought it up.
You brought it up.
You brought it up. You brought it up.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
This is true. This is true. No, this is not
Go
true.
through the vibe.
You're gonna go through the motions is what you're gonna do.
We say, who the fuck said it first? And I'm gonna point my finger at
Bitch. You know. You know exactly who did it.
Yeah, you did. You fucking love it.
No, this is not true.
Yeah.
Come on. Draw for me. G pencil, GP layer. What do we got? We got our brush. Am I doing this the wrong way? Extrude. Ooh, gross. Shear, bend, move. No, I literally just wanna. I have to add an empty grease pencil. Can I just do this? Grease pencil. Oh, it's draw mode. Okay, cool. There we go. Actually, I could have done it with the other one, but whatever. See, that's the trouble with this. Like, I want to always be in draw mode, but like, it puts me back to object mode. So there we go. And we'll change the brush to like a white color because, or something fun actually. What color do you want, Ash? Purple? Of course. We'll get you a purple mask because that's what Onapu is good for. He's like the only fucking Bionicle with like purple as a color scheme. In fact, he was kind of a meme. Maybe for a little bit. Maybe amongst certain groups. Oh, it's in materials, isn't it? Yeah, it's literally called black. That's dumb. We're gonna make it Onapu colored. Like a gross Barney purple. Just like he deserves. It's gross Barney purple and you're gonna live with that. Mister, what the fuck? Okay. So like, let's see. If I wanted to make, okay, this is gonna be your mask, right? Let me draw Onapu first, right? So I can get his like fucking shitty proportions, right? He's got like, yeah. Yeah. Well, Onapu's got a shitty mask to begin with. It's basically Onwa's mask, so it's got like fucking square holes, and he has this big like molding mark that they wanted to hide, so they like put like a thing around it that looks like a mask, and then he's got the fucking wee. Anyway, and he's got the GameCube handle. And the little things. So basically, Ash, you have to make it like have an O mouth. All of these, a lot of them have the ready and primed mouth, and this is what we're gonna do for you. Let's bring this off to the reference. Yes, this is true. Okay, so basically the shape of, okay, oof, this is difficult because I don't have my pen settings set up. And I want this to be actually a little bit more like transparent or something. Can we set the material up to be like a little bit alpha? Yeah, then we can build up layers better. No, it will just make it. Okay, whatever. Yeah, so you've got, or well, okay, let's do real bunnies, right? Have this kind of weird fucking structure going on where they got the bunny, and they've got the bunny, and they've got the fucking, they got the bunny going on in between, right? And where they've got, right, their dumbass fucking face, they've got their eyes going in opposite directions, right? They got big little fucking eyes, right, that go like this. And then this actually doesn't look like that whatsoever. it actually, it looks more like this, because the, if I remember correctly, yeah, they have little dumbass faces. They, they do, where it goes down like this. We're gonna draw all the lines on their face because we're gonna use those later on, right? It goes out like this, and then it just kind of comes fucking down, right? So if we were to make this into a Bionicle mask per se, right, we would have to kind of like play into the angular nature of it, right? And we would have to, it also goes down. That's the thing. It goes down. It do go down. It do go down. Ash, it do. So he's got this whole fucking extra section right here that is just chonk, right? We can even add like their little vent holes, right? Because Bionicle masks don't have to make sense, right? You add like little, you add little hydraulic like presses on his fucking ears is what you do. If you're designing a Bionicle mask, you do like that, right? But his, this has to be like a where pattern until it gets to here, and then like we get a different kind of pattern going on or something. And then maybe because this part will be open, right? This will be the little handle, right? This will like show the little eye socket piece underneath. And I'm gonna do something weird, right? Because but it only seems difficult when I make it difficult. So this, I'm just gonna cut it off here, like no ears on this rabbit, because they're gonna be separate pieces, right? That's something they would usually do. So he's got kind of a Hagrid look going on. I don't know. He's definitely like the fucking, the chief of the rabbits. Yeah. And then, well, you're a dumbass, so you'd be like a little tiny guy. This is basically, this is, what do you call him? X on, yeah, something like that. And then you are fucking Utaka, and that means that you look like, this is what you look like, okay? By comparison, right, that's what you look like. Okay, let's draw what I look like. Uh-huh.
Perfect. Okay, you know what? I'm okay with looking like that.
And this is, by comparison, that's me. Okay. You actually, basically, you need to be like, you're a dumbass, but you're not that much of a dumbass. Oh, where do you go? You're not here anymore. There you are. Ash, well, I mean, what did you look like, right? You looked like, you had this going on. You had this shape of bun face going on, where it's like, let's get out of fucking Blender for a second, cause fuck that. Well, you looked like this. You looked like and then you had like this going on, right? Where it's just a little bit of scruff or something. Yeah, that's you basically, Azabon.
You.
Well, this is true. This is true.
Uh,
And you got sad eyebrows because you're. Maybe not. You got like. Eyebrows. Anyways.
Had eyebrows because.
Yeah. And then we can do like little ear spikes. Basically, you're kind of cool, but not as cool as I am. Theoretically. You also have, like, right, one of these boys on, right? Yeah.
Mention you to draw my Otsubaki for me.
Of course. Wait, what?
When can I commission that?
You can commission this? Let's draw it for realsies, okay?
How much money you want?
What?
How much money for the commission?
It's never gonna get finished, just like that other drawing of you.
$40.
It was not worth the mental anguish that I will go through.
Language, it hurt.
It will be, it will be, it will be. Anyways. What?
Nothing. Everything's good. Don't worry about it.
Wait a second. Is it 6-1?
619.
No, what's the date? What's the date? Is it 6.1?
Well, okay. It's 6-2 for me. It's 6-1 for you.
Oh my god, the stream title is wrong. Dumbass.
Yeah,
Also,
did that.
yeah. Okay. So, let's block out figures first, right? What are you? You're like on, I can't. Something. But you. Let's see. How fucking big are people, anyways? Like literally, how big are people? But you're stretching up a little bit, so. And then like. This horse is so short, actually, and it's pretty tiny too. So it's not that big, and it would be actually, it would look better if you were closer to the front.
Is this where I'm saying Happy New Year? I just want to make sure I have my line right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically though, yeah, so that's kind of a horse. It doesn't matter what it actually looks like, because we're just blocking out shit right now. Horse legs go like fucking, where do they go, like this? See, this doesn't look much like a horse to me right now, but we can make it into a horse. It's got that subtle fucking neck curve, but then, yeah, the horse ends up here, not up here. There we go. So here's your dopey ass horse, but his head goes back a little bit further. What else is wrong? It needs like one of those classic, like, what do you call it? The little things they put on the horses. Not just the hair, but like, you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, right. Are you still too hauled for this horse? Let's see. Let's get a good reference. Let's get a gay cowboy reference. Anyways, oh, you can't see it.
Maybe like
Basically, whatever. He's gonna hide off here, it's fine. Horses kind of go up, but they go farther out, which is what I need, right? So he's actually fine. He just needs longer legs. This is true.
this is true.
And then this leg will be in front. Yeah. Anyways, it's not really relevant. Because it's still just basically a horse either way. We add a little bit more fucking rump to it, right? And then we don't go too far over our own drawings, because basically at this point we just want to define you as opposed to the horse now, even though we can still define the horse and do shit like that. You, on the other hand, right, you are sitting straight up. In fact, you're so straight up that it's kind of like in a weird position where you've got,
Not like a problem.
yeah, it's a little bit of a problem, but you've seen something, and it's like, let's see, yeah, something like but you're riding it like this, right? And you probably your leg, it's twisting a little bit, right? Get rid of all this shit. But your arms are still holding onto the reins of the horse, right? By the way, this horse, where is it? Where is this fucking horse going? This horse needs to go out farther. Yeah, like that. It's got like, maybe it's even got a collar on it too, like a little fucking, anyways. That's kind of a cool horse. I like that horse. But he's still so short. You need more rump space on that horse. And you also need more rump. Yeah, so like that. And then the legs look a little unnatural, but that's okay. Again, now that I actually have a reference, this is pretty alright.
It's all coming together.
Yeah, it's all coming together. So basically, it will go like there. Oh, that looks pretty alright. And then the far leg will be like there, so that there's a little bit of perspective to it. The near leg on this one, which one will it be, Ash? I think it's this front one, isn't it? But it's a little far front, so let's bring it back, y'all. Uh-huh. And we'll bring it down farther. And now, see this, it's bending the opposite direction, isn't it? That's not good. I think that's the wrong direction, Ash. It's like the, yeah, there we go. There we go. It's got that little fucking concave section to it too. Anyways. This horse body kind of goes like a where, and then but it doesn't go straight down. It kind of goes like... and more butt, even more butt. But it kind of goes in. Yeah, like that. This leg is a little too skinny, ain't it? Or it's just that it's not flexing at any particular angle.
Yeah.
It's like it should be. Which angle should it be at? Oh, considering how the first one goes like a normal leg would go.
Yeah, it should probably go with like a normal leg, right?
Yeah. That's the opposite. Okay, cool. Yeah, that looks a little bit more normal now. Maybe just a little bit. Maybe not. Whatever. It's just a reference so we can like get the pose right. Yeah. And let's, while we're doing this, right? I want you to be in the foreground, right? But you're only just, oh yeah. So we get like a little bit of like, switch colors. Orange. So like we're kind of led into you as the piece, right? But let's see. You're kind of in the foreground of an entire scene here. And I think it will slope down here. And we'll get a little bit of that curved shape. But what's going to be in the distance, Ash? What do you think? Do we just go really tall with the structures? So it's like the Alps, and like maybe even here you see the fucking like actual mountain in the really far distance. And it goes a little bit taller. What?
I'm just, as you're describing things, I'm watching your model's face switch.
The eyebrows.
Your eyebrows go from intense to happy to intense again.
Well, that's kind of the state of the business, don't you know? Anyways, we'll be Twin Peaks because it's gay like that. Little cat mountain. And what do you got here? Do we got... No, that's kind of dumb. Do we do the... I think the sun is coming over. We don't see it particularly, but we see the god rays it casts over the hill, right? And yeah. And here it kind of... It has, well, not that much, but a little bit of bouncy kind of like curvature, so that I want fields, Ash. I want fields that are like full of flowers, right? Just kind of goes and goes and goes and goes. Anyways, but you're the main part of the scene, and this horse's legs are still a little short, aren't they?
No, that's fine. I'm just on a
Or
pony.
you're just on a fucking pony, aren't you? The horse is too small, that's the problem. That's what the fucking problem has been this entire time. Okay, so do we make the horse bigger, or do we make you smaller? Or do we just keep you on a small horse?
Keep me on a little pony.
Okay, well, Ash, we need a fucking pony as reference now. And it's gonna be a My Little Pony, but...
That's not a real pony. I want a short, stubby pony.
Okay.
With like a big old pot belly.
See, they do have fucking short legs, don't they? Look at this lad. That's like straight up unfortunate. Can adults ride ponies? Is that okay?
To a certain weight limit.
To a certain weight limit? Look at this fucking stumpy boy. Hold on, wait.
If you weigh any more than, like, again,
What did they do to
120,
him? What did they do to this boy?
oh my god.
They ruined
I
him.
don't understand why people want ponies.
They
How that thing is.
they squished him.
Oh my god.
Why does it look like a scaled down version of a horse, but the proportions are wrong?
Oh my god. Get that boy.
No.
Cowboy
Oh
hat.
my god.
Cowboy
You're
hat.
not riding a
I wanna
You
ride
are
a
a
pony.
fucking god damn it.
I'm gonna be the coolest cowboy.
Dumbest
Everyone,
fucking shit.
everyone actually has horsepower. I have pony power.
Oh my god.
What's wrong?
This is the dumbest fucking idea for a drawing I think I've ever seen. Alright?
Like, the small horse I made? Let's make it smaller.
No, because then it wouldn't. It could, well, yes, but if I don't make it smaller, it won't look right as a pony. And it still doesn't look right because you know what? Ponies don't look right. It's just. It's just fucked, is what it is.
You're literally drawing a miniature horse.
Fuck
You're like, it's
you,
gross.
fuck
I
you,
don't like
fuck
it.
you, fuck you, fuck you,
You're like,
fuck you, fuck
this
you.
tiny living creature.
This actual, this is true. This is true. Okay, it will be a marginally bigger horse. Okay, that looks fine. That looks fine.
Making that horse bigger.
Because because it just looked dumb. It looked so dumb.
What? What do you mean?
Okay. Okay.
Do you not handle the pony energy?
Shut the I love you. However, you need to shut the fuck up real quick.
Why do I gotta shut up?
No. Yes. Because you
and
yes.
no? Okay, good.
Yes.
100%. I understand what you're saying.
Dumbass. Alright.
What? Oh, you're so mean to me.
Oh my god, I am. So like as we're blocking out like this kind of texture or this kind of thing, right? We got to get your face, right? We got to get like the curvature of your face. You kind of add an angle, right? But you're looking up and out at us, right? Like this, right? And you've got your salad on, right? You've got your long ass ears, and I actually like that kind of curve that I accidentally did. Wow. Right. You've got long ears, right? Well, but like in the other way, right? And this, let's see. I want you actually in something like this because that's the bottom of your. That's not the one I was thinking of. What am I thinking of? Or is it this one? Yeah, it is, but you're just wearing it up, I believe. Show it.
Okay.
Show it where you show
You
it.
know, I just realized
Okay, well, it's not this one. Huh?
the little dude that you used for me, that I used for my Discord picture, is he wearing a cowboy hat?
Yeah, he is. Did you not realize?
He was fucking.
He's fucking a gay cowboy.
Fucking damn it.
What am I thinking of?
How long have I been a fucking cowboy?
Always. It's your destiny. Oh yeah, okay. So these guys. You are in like a bassinet or something, aren't you?
Whatever you gotta say.
I want to point you in like the pointy one. Bassinet.
Fuck you call me?
This is you. Let's see what it looks like when it's up.
Hold on, there's wait.
That's really dumb. But it looks cool when they do it in like fantasy.
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on.
Because it goes up like this, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And it reveals your face, which is what we want. Actually, I like that chainmail. So yeah, but since you're a bun, like it's gonna be bigger than your entire face. I like the little chainmail, right? But that's not what your shoulders look like here. Your shoulder is going here and like here, not that far out. Because you're trying to face us, aren't you? You just saw us. Like, whoa, hold on. Who's that, right? And so you're kind of like, but let's see. I don't know. His torso is so gross. You do have that gut, but not that much gut, because you're a skinny boy.
I got gut, not that much gut.
Maybe, well, you're maybe not that skinny, but here you can be whatever.
I can be whatever I want to be.
Yeah. What do you want to
I
be?
chose to be a bunny cowboy.
Well, I chose you to be. And you're not. You're a knight.
I'm a knight, right?
Yes, this is true.
Sorry, I'm still caught up on the pony.
Dumbass. You've got big ass shin guards, is what I think.
I got little shingo.
Yeah. Bigger ass shin guards. Yeah, like that. Like a proper knight. Except it looks like you're wearing a t-shirt right now, and I don't like that. I don't vibe with that. So
We'll work on it.
yeah. Again. Whatever. What kind of armor would you be wearing? Not really much, would you? You're kind of like
armor.
a...
Am I more of a rogue than a knight?
No, you're not. Like, you're, you're wearing light armor, right?
Okay.
You never see these guys that close up, do you?
Not really.
It's so tiny, the cards. Oh, it's so dumb. But there are some good ass designs in Magic. I don't know. What are you wearing? On a horse? On a horse, you're not wearing full plate armor, is what it's gonna be.
That sounds painful.
That sounds really fucking painful, yeah. I'm looking for this kind of like bow art style cards, right? This is the kind of thing I'm looking for, right? Where we're going for more of, yeah, you need pauldrons, but like just a little bit. In fact, yeah, no, you're not that cool.
What the fuck does that mean?
You've got like diamond pauldrons or something, I don't know.
You're not that cool. Whoa.
Yeah, this is true. But this whole thing looks weird, doesn't it? What's wrong with you? You got no eyes, first of all. Second of all, this thing is weird because your shoulders are more up, right? Let's see, your nipples would be here and like here. Yeah, so like, yeah, you've got like a little bit of knight going on, right? Knight shaped body. Anyways, but this arm looks weird because it's way too fucking long.
Okay, quick question.
Uh-huh.
Am I allowed to LARP as this character?
Of course. Wait, really? You want to LARP as this? Oh, okay, so you're going like this, like you're about to get off of your horse, right? Cool. And as you're dismounting, right, you've seen something, you go like, yeah. Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've noticed something. Anyways, you got a fat patootie though. And this is protruding very nicely.
Why do I got a fat patootie? What's going on here?
Because the of your armor, right? It's like going like that. But your actual butt is, maybe you don't have a cape, would you?
Can I?
You can.
It's up to you.
It can. In fact,
Can you do
it's,
my cape?
yes, this is the cape. It's like
It's mandatory.
a mandatory. Yeah. Um, let's see. It's going around here and it's buttoning up on one side. In fact, and so it's
Cool.
draping off to here. You've got like a little like pin or something that's buttoning it up on this side of your, but that means that this whole thing is, let's see how that would look if I were to add a little bit of color. To this whole part. I guess you're pink, sorry. This whole part would be, except it's gonna go over here, right? So that would actually wreck most of our like work that we put into drawing the contours of your body.
Shit.
Right? What I think we need is something minorly different. Oops. Did we get rid of something? No, we didn't. I think I like this fold, right? It's a little bit late, isn't it? We'll get the, how about this?
It's a little bit late, isn't it? Wait, what time is it for you?
Oh no, I'm just saying I don't want to go too late. So I think we're just gonna get the silhouette and like get it started so that we're ready to go next time.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll know exactly what to draw.
When do I Venmo you the money?
Shh, bitch.
Don't call me a bitch. How much money you want?
No.
40, 50, 60?
If you're paying me, you're paying me minimum wage, which means you're not paying me.
I'm paying you $15 an hour.
Fucking no, that's not minimum wage.
You're working.
Minimum wage, what year is like what, 9?
What?
Yeah, it's not that great.
Even over here, it's like $12.
Really? I wish it was. How do capes? How do
They
capes?
usually wrap around the neck.
They do.
Or they hook into the shoulder pad.
Over the shoulders. However, your cape is going to like just kind of trail off here, isn't it? Or is it gonna go up here? Is it gonna go? I want it to drape over the leg because that looks really nice. So perhaps it is. Anyways, on this side of things, is this where your other arm is, you think? You reckon?
Maybe.
I think it would be, yeah, holding on to it would be holding around here or something like that. I don't know. It doesn't matter because you're not really holding on there. And I think that's a little too long. So you'd be like that. And this one, it would have that same ruffles that we've got with the other ones. And it's in the background, so we'll add. And it ends here, right? There we go.
Yeah.
Let's do your horse, right? Because I think I got you figured out just a little bit. Or what kind of things do you want? What adornments? Actually. You want anything special? You want some bionicle armor?
Yo, hey. Can you make me a little bionicle razor?
A brazier? Oh yeah, you need a fucking... I know that's not what you're talking about at all, but you need like a little sword, don't you?
I need a little sword, I need a little gauntlet.
I actually like the shape I just made. You've got like a little fucking like a poker sword, don't you? Does it have a pistol grip or something on it? Or does it have... I want this like... Actually, send me the sword you want.
I'm gonna go find the best Minecraft sword I can.
Oh my fucking god, dumbass. You have an opportunity and you squandered it.
I'm not squandering it.
You squandogged it.
Joke's on you, I have many pictures of
I think you have a Zweihander.
Oh, that's just a really cool gun.
It's just a really cool gun. Is it your katana? You think you have a katana?
You want me to send you a picture of the katana?
You're a dumbass.
I am the coolest.
You're getting a knightly sword.
Wait, hold on, I can find it. Someone gave you a sword or like, where the fuck did they?
Okay.
Keep going, it'll take me a while to find it.
Yeah.
And I have so this is this is the funny picture. Hold on. Hold on. Relevant, but there you go. Here's the funny picture.
Yeah. Something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that.
I like your little like round ass face as if like this has been like chainmailed in, but the fluff is still allowed to escape somehow. I don't know how this is gonna be going, but like I kind of like that about your salad too. You're not a salad. It's a bassinet. You're French is what you are.
Je suis parle français.
Fuck off. You are cool. Okay. And like it goes with the ears too. Awesome. Okay, we'll fix that when we need to.
That's just a dirty weapon. It's not really a sword though, it's like more of a dagger. Shit.
Yeah, it's fine.
Is it fine?
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Let's move on to your horse.
Did I already send that picture to you actually?
Probably.
Did I send it again? Hold on.
I don't know. Let's draw a horse. And let's draw a horse with like good proportions.
So not a pony, okay.
Yeah. Let's draw... It's a cool, chill-ass beat tape.
Yeah,
Something like that.
Oh my god, you're yawning.
This is true. Give me a good fucking picture of a horse. That's all I need.
Oh, that's a perfect picture for me.
Yeah, this is. I just need like the face close up.
I hate it. I have so many mean pictures around sword, but not what I'm looking.
Yeah, no, bitch. Huh? How's it feel?
Shut up. Have another meme because I'm an idiot.
Yeah. Basically, they kind of like fucking. They go up like.
They slap.
And then. I think he's gonna be looking away. This horse. doesn't really care about you or your truffles. Truffles. He's gonna be, he's actually gonna be turning the other direction. So he reveals a bit of his like neck or his under. Yeah, this is a good horse. Horses also kind of have, what is that? That. And
Am I allowed to have just very simple sword because I like simple swords?
yes, of course. I drew you with a simple sword. He's also got like I don't know what this is, but it feels like something that belongs on like a runway model. He's got like a, I want to give your horse a turtleneck. But
Please
it,
do.
yeah, but it's like a kind of, I don't know, maybe elven kind of collar weird thingy where it's got like a panel here that's just of inlaid like whooshy markings, right?
I'm about to send you some like sword pictures because I'm fucking lame, but here you go.
You are lame.
Because I love these things.
Yeah.
And then, where the fuck did it go? Fuck you.
Huh?
This is the show.
Okay. Well, your horse has got like a little neck brace, but it's fine.
And this is my favorite fucking cliche. The fucking long sword, short sword, two-handed style. And the short sword is just a long sword broken in half. That's my favorite cliche.
That's pretty great. Did somebody break this, or did they forge it broken? Which one do you think?
This one is definitely machine broken.
Machine broken.
You know what I mean?
Machine girl. I think your horse also has like a docked tail, cause I don't know. I just think it's kind of cool. It's don't fucking do that though. Maybe your horse actually has. Do you know the horse fucking bun, right? That they do.
Mm-hmm.
That they like wrap it around and they go like this. How does that go? It can't be too big though. It goes like a little patty, right? What is this? It just kind of, at first it has to be tight, right? And it can't be that long because it goes like a drop of water.
Right.
Like a drop of water. Oh, like that kind of shape, because then you can add like you add right to it, and then this shape just kind of goes in like a loop. Okay, cool. So now your horse is no longer docked. I mean, he just kind of has that shaped tail. Okay, cool. So the shit doesn't land all over its ass or something. There's probably a reason. In any case. Wow, this actually kind of is...
To be honest with you,
What?
the horse is kind of starting to look cooler than I do.
Yeah. Just a little bit, huh? You'll get a little bit jealous?
No, I'm not getting jealous. That's kind of awesome.
Kind of jealous of this bad boy? This two-hoofed motherfucker? No, he's got more than that.
One, obviously, I'm always jealous of how well you draw. So, you know,
Aww. Thank you.
because that shit looks great.
How do horse hooves go? This one's gonna be away from you, so it's gonna be like... This horse hoof is a little bit like much. They need to be like a little bit pointed like that. This one's a little too small. It's like we did too much foreshortening on it. So I'm gonna make it like a little bit bigger. And make it longer. Anyways, we'll worry about the angle of these legs and what even horse legs look like next time. It's fine if it doesn't look like horse legs.
Right.
They kind of they slope forward in front, don't they? And then they've got like a little bit of this kind of muscle in front. That's a good shape, but it's the wrong angle. Maybe smaller. And maybe don't even use it. Yeah. Ash, did I tell you I didn't know how to draw horses? I've never.
Did you tell me that?
How about
No.
this? How about this, Ash? I've never drawn a horse in my life. How about this?
How about you doing pretty good? Okay. Like, don't sell yourself short, cause it's looking good.
Oh, that's not true. I think I drew like a My Little Pony like once.
Oh, you were. Oh,
Yeah, you were a brony too. Don't even fucking.
that's a lie. That's slander.
That's slander, Ash. I think it's more like libel. But either way, it's true. We'll do
I don't
some
even know what
cool
you're talking about.
fucking shading on this too. But that's dumb because we haven't even made it look good. It just looks a little dumb.
It looks fine. You're doing great.
No. We need. So this leg is too long. This leg is fine. So how did we fuck that up? Is it possible that the leg to body ratio? Oh, okay. I see what happened. We tried to make the legs bigger to make the whole thing look better, but it didn't work. It only made it look less like. So basically, we need this, and then we need a little bit more spread out. Let's look back at that horseback rider. How is he riding it? You're riding it a little close, and the neck is going weird. So we'll stretch him out in this direction.
Okay.
I believe this will be right. Your horse doesn't have a mane, but it should. It should have a very pretty mane. So I think we might remove that neck brace because the mane just looks better.
Mm-hmm.
He's basically gonna have like my hair, but if it was straight. Shh, it's not sexual music, it's just good listening music.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, you not watching the stream?
I am watching the stream. I have it muted.
Yeah, good, okay. Shut up.
I didn't even say anything. You can't. I mean,
Okay, well,
you can't
listen.
read my mind and then get insulted.
If we do the mane like this, that basically means we never have to draw the mane or the neck at all. It can like drape down
You
like
can hide
it pretty much.
Basically, we can hide the neck.
Okay, okay.
It's not gonna have that pretty of a mane though. And it's looking away, so this makes sense in terms of what that is doing. But horses have that little. They have that, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you've got a cute horse. All right. Anyways, this is a fucking great. I'm actually really excited about this piece. This is gonna be so much fun. This is Ash. This is exactly how I fucking imagined it yesterday, right? This is exactly the scene I imagined, and I get to draw it. You know how rare that is. It actually is. It actually is. Now it's not going to come out exactly like I want it to.
No, but it's gonna get pretty damn close.
It's going to get pretty damn close, and that's something to. That's no thing to laugh about. Real quick, before we go, let's do the lighting and just get that settled. So I don't have to fucking worry about it later on. Basically, you're gonna be rim lighted, lit. You're rim lit in this scene. Which means that we can basically just put down a bunch of highlights and call it a day. Because, well, I don't know. Come on. Is our background too white? Is our paper color too white?
It's paper color too red.
I like the color though. Oh, it all looks more dull now. Like,
good?
yeah. No, can I just draw white highlights? Normal? Yeah, that's the whitest white possible, so we'll have to make it a bit darker. Otherwise, we won't be able to see anything. That's okay. Everything just got a little bit more aqua.
It's all good. It's all good.
So, and this is gonna go on top, and it's actually gonna, I don't want to paint with any kind of opacity, so let's use, we're using watercolor. Why the fuck are we need to be using like I want yeah, fine. We can get away with that. But it's really just going to be little accents, right? It's going to be adding little accents to basically everything you do. And the armor is going to be shining like that. Because the sun's coming up or over the horizon, right? So it just makes it a lot nicer to look at. Rim lighting is one of my favorites. And here's the foreground, right?
Right.
But it doesn't go that far down. Oh yeah, and here's where we can really like fucking play with it here, where we get the fucking, right, or basically this is gonna be all lit. This is gonna be all lit, but I think it's just gonna go there, and then here it's going to be in the shadow of the other mountains, so we don't do that much. But this one, this is the main one, right? Where the whole peak is kind of being lit up. Like that. And we add some jagged unevenness to it. Sort of. Some spots that don't get filled in with the highlights, because this is kind of downhill, right?
Right.
It's like
It'll be hidden.
it's gonna get hidden in like spots and spots and spots and spots. Anyways, so yeah, that's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Ash, would this make it look more mountainy? It would.
Yeah. Well, wait, actually, I can't see because there's the light. Hold on.
You got boob mountains, basically. It's actually some lady, and like here's her belly button, and her she's doing the end of Evangelion face around here. Yeah.
My fucking god.
Yeah. Anyways, very titular mountains because you're a tit guy, despite being the gayest person I know.
Okay, what the fuck does that mean?
This is true, Ash. This is true.
How am I the gayest person you know? Have you
Well,
looked in the mirror lately?
damn. All right, bitch. Fucking bring it. You're gonna
Fucking prove me wrong. Come kiss me.
be like that. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, this is gonna cast a nice fucking like little fucking thing all over the valley. I don't have the fucking patience to do it, so
No, you don't have to.
yeah. In fact, maybe this is like a different light source altogether. Should I change it to no, not that. But like wow, this looks pretty weird. This is probably a bad idea, huh? But we're gonna do it anyways.
Do it. Give it a shot. See what it looks like.
It's gonna look like ants all over. It's supposed to, this is not what the brush is supposed to be used for at all. Okay, well that looks dog shit. It looked better when we didn't overdo it. Like, just leave it alone, man. Like, do that. Do a little bit of that. And then, like, get rid of some of this shit. Right? Yeah, that looks fine. Alright. Now, okay. On the main path here, we want you to be going downhill, right? Or you are going downhill. But where the path doesn't end here, right? But the path ends like there. It's very straight path. I think it's your path is a little bit more craggy. This whole area is kind of craggy. It's that kind of path that like has rocks and sticks and leaves. It's just a very unsure border of where it starts and where it leaves. But one thing is for sure, shadows are coming from this direction. This is true. I'll add a big blue. But that means also that we can do backlighting from this direction if we wanted to. So, do we want backlighting?
I don't see why not.
It looks good, Ash, but sometimes we don't need it.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
All I'm saying is you could go either way. Again, alright, well, whatever, that perspective is all fucked. It should actually go like this. Nope, 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 nope. We're fucking leaving it. All right, whatever.
Stop
You
touching.
fucking.
Stop. No more touching. You're done.
You're fine. Anyways,
You're fine.
if we were to add another rim light, let's name this one rim, because that's the highlight, right? The rim light, this would look like this, basically. We would be adding this, except it's not here. It's like to all of these features, and it would fill in everything not touched by that light, just to make the scene a little bit more complete. But this, what needs to happen is this needs to be a lot more subtle than the highlight, to a point where you don't even really notice it too much. But basically that's what we'd be doing. It would attract the most on surfaces that are closest to this area, and things that are shiny or reflective, like your armor or whatever you have for armor, right? Yeah, so, and then like maybe the rains especially would catch on this highlight rim light. How do rains go anyways? Kind of over here. Yeah, it's like you got a little donkey or something like that. Little donkey. I actually like your horse a lot.
It's looking really good.
The only thing is its back end doesn't really go anywhere. See, what should have happened is it needed to go out like that. So let me just fix that now, actually. Fix its caboose, because right now its caboose is lackluster. It's sagging. It's an 8 out of 10 at best.
At best.
At best, Ash. At best. See, the whole problem is your whole horse is kind of doing a... Your horse is at the wrong angle. Oh no, I'm not fixing that, am I? Look. Your horse is at the wrong angle. Shh. Oh my god. This is...
Remember when you said this is the coolest thing you've done?
How do I rectify this, Ash? Do I A, rotate you entirely, B, rotate the scene entirely?
Which would be easier to rotate.
I mean, we can just do either or, Ash. But I really like the downhill aspect of this, because it gives the scene some fucking what do you call it? Dynamic shit. It's the dynamic aspect of the scene. Does that still look good?
Hold on, let me get there. Okay, hold on. Catching up. And that looks fine.
It looks a lot better, doesn't it? You're a little bit more forward. We just need to make sure the highlight layer and the rim light layer are actually selected in this as well. Yeah, get everything except for the background. This music is pretty fucking cool. Okay, we'll do this, but I might want to bring you up more, or bring the mountain down, because I liked how you clipped over the mountain. You were like escaping the boundaries. Hold on. Oh, we don't want you either. So but it took the highlight layer with it. What aren't we taking? We aren't taking the horse layer. Okay. That was a mistake. We want... No. We want the horse layer. Which one is this? This is... We don't want this layer.
We want this layer.
We want this layer.
We need this layer.
See,
Hmm.
Let me just be a little bit... Okay, so we have this, right? We had... You had a bit of backwards motion to you, and so did the horse. With this, it's a more rectified motion. It feels like you were going to continue forwards. With this, it feels like you stopped in your tracks. Yeah, that's why I liked it so much. It was a bit of a Dutch angle. Yeah. No, we definitely lose something when we rotate it back. So, we're gonna keep it like this. Yeah, I like the Dutch angle too much.
Okay, okay.
So what can we do? We can make the horse's feet longer. We can... rotate them. Just by comparison, actually, how long are these? You could do that and get away with it. Yeah, it's a little weird. We could just like... Okay, we'll...
Okay.
These need to be longer now. Yeah, okay. I think that's fine. Ash, how about this? Let's look at it with a fresh pair of eyes tomorrow. It's 1 a.m.
Okay.
for me. It's 2 a.m. for you. I think this is a great spot to be in. I actually like this piece. It's gonna turn out great. When I never finish it. Hey, no, it'll be great. Thanks for hanging out tonight.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. 6-1 net clip. No. But we'll export it as just to see if this ends up just being a sketch. It was a pretty cool sketch. I do want to finish it for you though. Oh, you sent me something. You're really
Okay,
cool.
now I gotta check what I sent. Okay. Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, streams don't have to be bad if it's just hanging out with you. I would gladly stream every day. I even forgot I was streaming. Just a little, well no, maybe. It wasn't,
Perfect.
yeah, it wasn't the forefront of my mind.
Original. Save image.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
And done.
We will get there in the end. Love you. Thanks for hanging out with me.
It's always fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm gonna say goodnight to the people who aren't watching. I hope you have a good night. Love.